Hi, my name is Michelle Briscoe, and I'm the Director of Marketing and Special Events at the Plaza Cinema Cafe. The Plaza Cinema Cafe is a versatile movie theater with an innovative contemporary design that offers 2 cafe wine bars, 12 auditoriums with luxury leather seating, 2 beautiful art galleries, and an elegant outdoor mezzanine located in the heart of downtown, which is a great place to have all types of corporate and private events. We know what it takes to plan a high-quality professional event while staying within your budget and take pride in doing so. All events will be delivered with an air of enthusiasm so that you will shine at your next event. Also, the Plaza Cinema Cafe believes in giving back to the community, and we want to be there to help your cause. We are willing to work with your organization or foundation at a discounted rate. So please call 321-558-2878 to schedule an appointment for a personal tour of our facility. Or you can also visit us online at www.plazacinemacafe.com. See you at the movies!
Your Honor, we stand before you today, film festivals from all over the world coming together for one reason: to stop the Orlando Film Festival from being free. They carefully select incredible independent films from hundreds of entries sent to them from all over the world, and yet they still feel the need to hand select and pluck the very best ones from all of our festivals.
Your Honor, if we start letting people wander around downtown, watching free movies, these people are going to come to expect this from the rest of the festivals. Then sooner or later, somebody's going to have to come down here and smack them around.
Yeah, Your Honor, we implore you. No, we demand that you rule against the Orlando Film Festival.
After careful consideration, I rule in favor of the Orlando Film Festival.
Join us this year at the Plaza Cinema Cafe for the Orlando Film Festival, November 4th through 8th. And remember, due to the support of these proud sponsors, all screenings are free. Visit us online at www.orlandofilmfest.com for more details. No animals were harmed in the making of this promotion.
Good dog, good Toto, good dog.
In a community where the arts are a way of life, where storytelling draws visitors from far and wide, and where fantasy becomes reality, soon will stand an institution of the performing arts, a state-of-the-art foundation of performance, of prose, and of song. Coming soon to the rejuvenated downtown of the City Beautiful, it's the Dr. Phillips Orlando Performing Arts Center. From the community leaders who have fought for decades to raise the state of performance in Orlando comes a stunning new facility that will rival any in the world. In spring 2010, ground will break on a new home for Orlando's regional arts group, one that will rise to the talents of its performers. Its unique design will reflect the light, the color, and the emotion of Central Florida. The first phase of construction will bring a 2,700-seat grand performance theater to life, a venue that will carry a Disney name to honor one of the project's largest supporters. And the 300-seat community theater will provide an intimate setting where local schools and community groups can cultivate and showcase their talents. As unwavering support from local businesses, community leaders, and elected officials continues to build, the completed center will also include a 1,700-seat acoustically perfect theater and an arts education campus for children of all ages. Unprecedented success in raising millions in private philanthropy continues to sustain this project's life. And even in these most challenging of economic times, with the steadfast support of Mayor Buddy Dyer, the community's dream is becoming a reality. With world-class theaters, accompanied by an outdoor plaza and performance space, this true center for the performing arts will take full advantage of the year-round Central Florida sun. All situated at the heart of the growing and thriving neighborhoods of downtown Orlando, it will welcome Floridians and tourists alike. Soon the curtain will rise on a new era of performance art in Central Florida. On its way is a symbol of community pride that will honor every scripted word, every musical note, and every choreographed step, and will feed the imagination of every soul who enters this multicultural center for artistic excellence. The Dr. Phillips Orlando Performing Arts Center. Life happens on stage.
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat. The popcorn can't be beat. The sparkling drinks are just dandy. The chocolate bars are candy. So let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Let the game begin. The most horrifying movies have come to life. Universal's Halloween Horror Nights, the nation's premier Halloween event.
Game over.
Good afternoon. My name is Krista Turner, and on behalf of the Downtown Orlando Partnership and Baker Hostetler, welcome to this year's State of Downtown Address. Baker Hostetler is honored to be a sponsor of the 2009 Downtown Orlando Partnership State of Downtown Address. As counsel to market leaders representing the interests of diverse businesses across the country and in Central Florida, we appreciate the benefits of a strong downtown core. Baker Hostetler is one of the nation's top 100 law firms, with more than 600 attorneys serving clients in Orlando and around the country and throughout the world. One of America's largest law firms, we serve clients throughout the network of offices in 11 major U.S. business centers, including New York, Los Angeles, and Washington, D.C. Locally, our Orlando office has more than 50 attorneys in a wide range of practice areas, from labor and employment to litigation. Many of our attorneys are active in various industries, businesses, and charitable groups, and we take pride in being a part of Central Florida community. We look forward to hearing today's presentation, and we applaud the leadership of Orlando's Mayor Buddy Dyer. His vision and dedication to the city has been pivotal and key to its success. Baker Hostetler is proud to be a part of Orlando and a sponsor of today's Downtown Update. And on behalf of the Downtown Orlando Partnership, we invite you to view our website for information regarding our upcoming golf tournaments and socials. Thank you again, and enjoy Mayor Buddy Dyer's feature presentation.
Good afternoon, downtown stakeholders, supporters, and friends, and welcome to Mayor Dyer's annual State of Downtown address held this year at long last in our very own downtown movie theater, the wonderful Plaza Cinema Cafe. I think we can all agree that it's been a tough year since we last gathered, challenging in so many ways. Here at the Downtown Development Board and the Community Redevelopment Agency, we want you to know that we're certainly not sitting back waiting for things to get better. No, in fact, we've buttoned down the hatches, rolled up our sleeves, done our research, and as the mayor will outline in moments, devised an action plan based upon thorough and comprehensive market analysis, which prepares and positions downtown Orlando to continue moving forward toward the world-class status to which we aspire. And with your continued support and collaboration, your DDB-CRA team is genuinely committed to getting it done. Who is that team? Of course, it begins with the hard-working staff, many of whom you see here. Then there's the DDB-CRA Advisory Board. Longtime member and former board chair Jennifer Quigley of WBQ Design, and Stuart Newmark, former vice chair of the board and formerly of the Grand Bohemian Hotel. While no longer DDB board members, both are still champions of downtown Orlando, and I know that you join us in thanking Jennifer and Stuart for their past, present, and future support. Today's dedicated and committed DDB-CRA Advisory Board features a cast as committed as ever. This board is now chaired by downtown veteran Tim Baker, principal Baker Barrios Architects, Board Secretary Bernice Atkins Bradley of Turner Construction, and they're joined by Terry Delahunty of Gray Robinson, William Diamond of Lowndes Drostick, the Honorable Tiffany Moore Russell, Orange County Commissioner, and the newest member to join the team, Janet Pino of Dynatech Corporation. Let me assure you, your DDB-CRA Advisory Board is fully immersed in the challenges facing downtown Orlando and fully cognizant of their obligation to provide sound direction and informed recommendations to the CRA. This is a cast of superstars. Ultimately, the Community Redevelopment Agency Board, comprised of the Orlando City Council members, considers input from staff and recommendations of the Advisory Board as it defines the policies which guides us. Once again, I am proud to bear witness to the fact that under the strong, unwavering, and visionary leadership of CRA Chair Mayor Buddy Dyer, this agency continues to reap benefits from a cohesive collaboration of its members, all of whom appear to acknowledge that as the nucleus of the community, a strong and vibrant downtown is essential to maintaining an outstanding city and anchoring one of our nation's most dynamic regions. Our chair, of course, is the best downtown mayor in America today, a leader whose tenacious commitment to having a downtown which is simply the best is well known and demonstrated. Yes, the star of the show, the Honorable Buddy Dyer. The supporting cast is comprised of celebrities in their own right. District 1 Commissioner Phil Diamond, District 2 Commissioner Tony Ortiz, District 3 Commissioner Robert Stewart, District 4 Commissioner Patty Sheehan, District 5 Commissioner Daisy Lynham, and District 6 Commissioner Samuel Ings. Working together, this dynamic cast has provided the direction which has resulted in the many successes of the recent past. But enough about the past. Let's look into a future bright with opportunity. On behalf of the Downtown Development Board and the Community Redevelopment Agency, please allow me to express our sincere appreciation for the very positive association we enjoy with you. And with that, sit back, relax, and enjoy as we show you movie production, Orlando styles. All right, guys, take one, roll them, and I'll see you soon downtown.
Okay, everybody, take 5. Good afternoon. Welcome to downtown Orlando, and welcome to the Plaza Cinema Cafe, and welcome to you, the cast of the next great blockbuster, the story of downtown Orlando. I'm fond of saying that the difference between Orlando and most other cities is that their histories have already been written. We're different. Here in Orlando, we're writing our story, our own movie script, if you will, every day. And every member of our community has a part to play in this story. So it's fitting that we're gathered here to celebrate how far we've come, focus on the unique challenges our downtown faces because of the national recession, and renew our shared commitment to reshaping and revitalizing Central Florida's urban core. If you were there for my first State of the Downtown address in 2004, you'll recognize the excerpt that I read from the Orlando Sentinel. Let's take a look. The Orlando Sentinel reported, and I quote, "Homeless people, termites, rats the size of small dogs have taken over downtown Orlando's most coveted piece of real estate. Heralded by Mayor Buddy Dyer as the Keystone Block, the buildings are the city's latest code enforcement nightmare. The block along Orange Avenue between Pine and Church Streets has sat mostly vacant for more than a decade, while plan after plan for high-rises, a movie theater, shops, and restaurants have fallen by the wayside. The city's most recent hope of attracting a movie theater to the block appears to have collapsed." They are, of course, talking about this very spot. You'll recall the same day we celebrated the groundbreaking for this building. Now, we were supposed to open the movie theater when we opened the building 2 years later. Unfortunately, it took a little bit longer. After a few bumps in the road, here we are at downtown's movie theater. If there are any of you that still have one of these movie tickets that we gave out at the first celebration, I've got some good news. That ticket, it's still good. When you think about it, this theater and the perseverance it took to make it a reality is the embodiment of our effort to shape downtown Orlando into a world-class urban core. We started out with a bold vision to build a downtown that would be the 24-hour cultural and economic hub of Central Florida, an urban core that would be the engine of prosperity for a region for generations to come. This enormous transformational journey has not been easy. It hasn't always gone according to plan. Of course, true progress never does, but we have learned from our setbacks and found ways to succeed. And as we evaluate the state of downtown Orlando today, I remain as confident as ever in this progress and possibility of our center city. I firmly believe our vision for a world-class downtown remains on track, fueled by the determination and relentless optimism of those who share our dream. Even as I say these hopeful words, the cloud of recession hangs over us. 2009 has not been a banner year for America's urban centers. The effects of our country's economic crisis can be seen and felt everywhere. Our residents have lost jobs. A lack of financing has depleted the pipeline of planned construction projects. The mortgage crisis has created huge challenges for our residential market. But what we've learned is that we have to measure success differently than we did even a few years ago. Gone is some of the rapid pace of progress we once enjoyed. Our mission now is to protect the important gains that we have made and make carefully planned advancements where we can so that we might surge ahead once our economy recovers. And that's precisely what we have done. We have not let downtown Orlando wither on the vine like many other emerging urban centers during this recession. In downtown Orlando, we're finding areas where we can succeed despite our country's ailing economy. Perhaps the most visible sign of our enduring progress is our community venues. We've had to adapt and adjust our plan to build a performing arts center and improve our aging Citrus Bowl. Today, I am happy to report we are back on track thanks to the unwavering support of all of our partners, most especially the tourist industry. The generous support of Dr. Phillips Charities and all of the donors have been critical components to reaching this milestone. Key within those philanthropic gifts is Disney's commitment to the mission, so much so that the largest theater hall inside the facility will be named by Disney. Currently, the Performing Arts Center has raised nearly $90 million. Soon, Orlando Broadway, Ballet, Festival of Orchestras, and the Philharmonic will have a new, state-of-the-art home. And I cannot overstate the enormity of what this facility means to all of Central Florida. For 20 years, our community has asked for a world-class art center, and now it's within our reach. We're moving ahead with the first phase of our planned enhancements to the Citrus Bowl. This initial stage of refurbishment includes aesthetic and structural work. It's an important first step as we wait for the economy to recover and to maintain our role as host to great college football games and other major events. A short walk from here, you can see the Amway Center rising into the sky and changing the face of downtown's Paramore neighborhood. We know that it is much more than just an impressive building. Jobs at the site are keeping businesses and families afloat. More than $79 million in contracts to minority and women-owned businesses have been awarded. That's 35% of the total contracts. The north and south gateways to our downtown, Orlando Health and Florida Hospital, continue to grow and create vital, high-paying jobs. Florida Hospital's new Ginsburg Tower is the newest addition to our skyline. Combined with plans for an expanded health village, they have invested more than $300 million into this community. Down at Orlando Health, their downtown campus is growing as well. Their current and planned projects total more than $1 billion. The healthcare industry once again ranked Orlando as the #1 destination for medical meetings in the country because of our current medical infrastructure and our budding medical city at Lake Nona. Our medical city would not be possible without the cooperation and partnership of Orange County and Mayor Richard Crotty. Our plan to create a similar downtown infrastructure for the creative class is also forging ahead. A year after UCF opened the doors to its Center for Emerging Media, Forbes magazine is calling us one of the most wired cities in America. More and more high-tech jobs of tomorrow are being born here every day as the House of Moves, Ideas, the University of Florida School of Architecture, City Lab, and TLC Engineering grow their downtown operations. The economic crisis has put a crunch on our downtown residential real estate market, but our developers are finding opportunity where some see only setbacks. Converted condos are now seeing an influx of renters, Central Floridians choosing to live in a more urban setting. In fact, Aspire at Dynatech Center in Camden Court, Orange, now boasts occupancy rates of almost 95%. A recent issue of Retail Traffic magazine says Orlando has everything in its favor to more quickly overcome the real estate crisis than other American cities. And some of our newest downtown residents are telling the world about their experience. Orlando's Smile Ambassadors are living here in downtown and experiencing all our community has to offer through the Convention and Visitors Bureau's 67 Days of Smiles campaign. They're telling the world what it's like to live, work, and play in Orlando. Now, we know that downtowns foster innovation and entrepreneurship. Bringing new businesses and jobs they create to downtown remains an essential part of our overall plan to diversify and strengthen our city's economy. This year, 100 new businesses opened their doors downtown. Entrepreneur magazine recently named Orlando as a top 10 city to start a new business. And of course, we can't forget about strengthening those businesses that have already made a commitment to our city. That's why we launched our Buy Local Orlando program earlier this year as part of our Strengthen Orlando program. Under Buy Local Orlando, we've leveraged the city's resources to encourage residents and visitors to spend their money with local merchants. These cards entitle the user to a discount or special offer at businesses around our city. Already, more than 200 businesses have signed on to participate, and 50,000 cards have been given out to residents. The Plaza Cinema Cafe is a great example. With your Buy Local Orlando card, a movie here is half off, less than $5. On the subject of finances, our city, much like the families who make up our community, has had to make hard choices about what to spend money on during these tough economic times. Faced with a steep reduction in revenues, our city council chose not to raise taxes on our residents. Instead, we dramatically reduced the scope of our government in order to preserve the critical services people depend on. Unfortunately, we have had to suspend our Downtown Ambassador pilot program as part of our reduction plan. I want to thank each of our city commissioners for their leadership during this extremely difficult budget period. One area that will always be a priority is keeping downtown safe. Overall, homicides are down in our city more than 43%. Robbery is down 40% citywide, and assault down more than 24%. This dramatic decrease in violent crime is more proof that our commitment to safety is working. Our IRIS Smart Camera Initiative, launched last year in downtown, has transformed one-time open-air drug markets back into peaceful street corners. And soon, downtown will also boast a new home for the Orlando Fire Department. This state-of-the-art complex will centralize all OFD personnel and allow for quicker response time and keep more fire units available to answer additional 911 calls. With the help of our utility, OUC, we are encouraging all our residents to lead more environmentally friendly lifestyles through our GreenWorks Orlando program. Now, a great downtown must have great neighborhoods, and we do. Thornton Park, Delaney Park, College Park are all shining examples of the distinct urban neighborhoods that you won't find anywhere else in Central Florida. In June, we celebrated the 4-year anniversary of our effort to revitalize one of our city's first neighborhoods, Paramore. Block by block, we have transformed this neighborhood by helping lifelong renters own their own first homes, opening new restaurants and retail establishments, even attracting national companies to headquarter and invest in Paramore. Last week, we broke ground on Wells Landing. Through the aid of more than $3 million in federal economic stimulus funds, this project will add even more affordable housing to the neighborhood. This brings our total of new or rehabilitated housing units to more than 300. And nearly all of the 2,000 children living in Paramore have enrolled in the Paramore Kids Zone program. There's been a 47% decline in juvenile arrests since 2006. Slowly but surely, we are changing the status quo in Paramore. 2009 also saw us claim another major victory in our effort to reshape downtown. This victory, though, is on behalf of those less fortunate. Our city and our partners throughout Central Florida have made ending homelessness in the next 10 years a priority. This year, we received more than $6 million federal dollars, more resources than we ever had before to help homeless and prevent our residents from becoming homeless. In downtown, the capital funding support will enable the Coalition for the Homeless to construct a new men's service center on West Central Boulevard and to offer much-needed case management and supportive services to the most underserved segment of the homeless population, homeless men. More than just a building that offers a hot meal and a bed, a facility like this one offers vital services that can transition someone from homelessness to self-sufficiency. We've accomplished a lot in downtown Orlando, even in the face of the worst economic climate in modern times. But we still don't know the depth or duration of this current recession. So we cannot rest on our accomplishments. Our focus must remain on generating more interest in our central city and ensuring that downtown businesses thrive. To achieve this goal, we're launching an aggressive downtown campaign. Our goal is to create a sustainable urban community where your needs for goods and services are met by merchants you told us you want. The most visible part of this plan will be to launch a new website, downtownorlando.com. This site will be a one-stop shop to show Central Florida residents and visitors all downtown has to offer. Where to eat, what to do, how to get there. It will all be in one convenient online home. Now, what to do in downtown Orlando is about to get a lot more exciting, too, if you're a fan of the arts or athletics. In February, SAC Comedy Lab will move into its new home at the City Arts Factory. The Orlando Film Festival is moving to this very theater, the Plaza Cinema Cafe. Through partnerships, we are using downtown's resurgence as a way to create a true downtown arts district. On the sports front, this year we welcome our first ever professional indoor lacrosse team, the Titans. The Citrus Bowl will be home to our new UFL team, the Florida Tuskers, and we're also very optimistic that Orlando will be named a host site for World Cup soccer matches in 2018 or 2022. Downtown Orlando will also see some winter sports. This holiday season, you'll be able to ice skate at Lake Eola Park. And of course, we can't forget the defending Eastern Conference champions, the Orlando Magic. This time next year, they'll be getting ready to play their first game in a new home. You can already see the excitement for the future. The Magic currently have the highest season ticket sales in the NBA. That season ticket sales mark is the highest in the history of the franchise. And we're also primed to witness the rebirth of Church Street. We're reinventing this historic stretch of Church Street as a mixed-use destination anchored by the plaza and stretching past Amway Center into a rejuvenated Paramore. Since my first day in office, we have said that expanding transportation options for downtown Orlando is essential to the future of our city and the success of our downtown. With our partners at Lynx, we are working on adding to the service area for our downtown circulator, Limo. And if downtown is to become all it can be, we have to have rail transit. We have scrapped and we have fought to make Sunrail a reality. After suffering setbacks in the last two legislative sessions, we are on the cusp of a breakthrough that is going to ensure the creation of Central Florida's first commuter rail line. Finally, we couldn't do a State of the Downtown event this year without mentioning one of the iconic symbols of our downtown, the Lake Eola Fountain. I'm sure that most of you know that our fabled fountain had a slight run-in with Mother Nature and lost. In response to the lightning strike that struck down our fountain, we've seen a wave of emotion from our residents. They've written and called, they've donated money. Our business community jumped in and offered all sorts of help. Disney, Universal, SeaWorld, and other local partners have offered their expertise in repairing or rebuilding our fountain. This much is clear. The Lake Eola Fountain is much more than just a fountain. It's a symbol of our community, a source of pride for our residents. So, we're going to rebuild the Lake Eola Fountain better than before. I began by comparing our downtown story to that of a movie. The great movies, the epics, kind of follow a certain formula. In the first act, everybody is happy and successful. The future is boundless. In the second act, everything goes wrong. Confidence is shaken, and the characters are put to the test. Sound familiar? Well, downtown Orlando has been put to the test. And you know what? In those great movies, there's always a comeback. And I've got a feeling that the story of downtown Orlando has a great ending too. I can't wait to see it. Lights, camera, action!